She was only 6 years old, homeless, barefoot, and shaking as she stepped onto the biggest stage of her life. No one expected her to sing. No one expected her to survive. But what came out of her mouth that night would leave judges frozen, grown men crying, and millions of Americans watching in disbelief. Before this story unfolds, subscribe now, because stories like this remind us why hope still exists in this world. Her name was Alina. She was 6 years old, and for most of her short life, she did not know what a bed felt like. She did not know what a bedroom was. Nights for her were cardboard, broken sidewalks, and the sound of traffic echoing through the streets of Manila. The city never slept, and neither did hunger. Alina lived with her mother under a torn plastic sheet near an old bus terminal. Rain came often, and when it did, it soaked everything, including her dreams. Alina's mother used to sing. Not on stages, not on microphones, but softly, at night, when the noise of the city slowed down. She sang to calm Alina when the cold became too much. Those songs were the only warmth Alina remembered. Her mother told her that once, long ago, she wanted to be a singer. But life had other plans. Poverty, sickness, and loss pushed that dream into silence. One night, everything changed. Alina woke up to silence. Not the peaceful kind, but the frightening kind. Her mother was not breathing. There was no ambulance, no doctor, no goodbye. Just a 6-year-old girl holding her mother's hand until the morning light arrived. After that, Alina became invisible. Another homeless child in a city full of them. She begged for coins, sang quietly for food, and slept wherever she could. Her voice was small, but it carried pain far beyond her age. People passed her every day without knowing that inside that tiny body lived a story heavy enough to break hearts. One afternoon, while singing outside a market, a woman stopped. She did not drop a coin and walk away. She listened. The woman worked with a local shelter and had never heard a child sing like that. It was not perfect. It was not trained. But it was honest. And honesty has power. The shelter took Alina in. It was the first time she slept on a mattress. The first time she ate 3 meals in one day. The first time someone told her she mattered. They enrolled her in school, but the nights were still hard. Trauma does not disappear just because walls surround you. Months later, the shelter heard about auditions for a televised singing competition. They hesitated. Alina was too young, too fragile, too broken, but Alina begged. She said singing was the only way she could talk to her mother now. On audition day, Alina stood backstage, barefoot, wearing a borrowed dress that was too big. The lights were brighter than anything she had ever seen. The judges looked intimidating, powerful, unreachable. The audience whispered when they heard her age. Some smiled kindly. Others doubted. When asked where she lived, Alina paused. Then she said, "On the streets." Before. The room went quiet. The music began. Her voice trembled at first. Then something happened. The fear faded. The pain surfaced. And 6 years of survival poured out through every note. She sang about loss, about hunger, about missing someone who will never come back. She sang like someone who had already lived a lifetime. Halfway through the song, one judge covered his face. Another wiped tears openly. The audience stopped breathing. This was not a performance. This was a confession. Then the twist came. Alina forgot the lyrics. She froze. Her eyes searched the darkness. The music continued, but her voice disappeared. For a moment, it felt like the world would swallow her whole. Memories rushed back. Streets, loss, silence. Then, from somewhere deep inside, she started singing again. Not the song from the competition, but the lullaby her mother used to sing. The same one from the cold nights under plastic sheets. The judges realized what was happening. The band followed her. The audience stood. That moment was not planned. It was not rehearsed. It was real. When the final note ended, the silence lasted longer than applause ever could. Then the entire room erupted. One judge walked onto the stage and knelt in front of her. He told her that she had reminded everyone why music exists. She received the golden buzzer. Confetti fell, but Alina did not understand what it meant. She just looked up and whispered, "Mama heard me." That clip went viral in the United States overnight. Millions shared it. Celebrities reacted. Donations poured in. The shelter received enough support to help dozens of children. Alina received therapy, education, and something she never had before: stability. But the biggest twist came months later. During the live finals, Alina revealed that she almost quit. Fame scared her. Noise scared her. Cameras scared her. But she stayed because she wanted to sing for kids still sleeping on sidewalks, still believing they don't matter. She did not win the competition. But she won something bigger. A recording contract focused on children's advocacy. A scholarship. A future. And most importantly, a voice that could never be ignored again. Today, Alina still sings. Not just songs, but stories. Stories of survival. Stories of hope. Stories that remind us that greatness does not come from comfort, but from courage born in the darkest places. And somewhere in Manila, when the night gets quiet, you can almost hear a mother singing back.